Hello and good morning. This is again another Assassin's Creed Valhalla stream. You've not expected that, I suppose. I hope you had a good weekend and enjoyed it. And apparently, we pledged to the city in the upper right. So I guess that's the stage we're going for. So let's get running then. Alright, so let's check out our map. I guess this is where we want to go. In Lincolnshire. Alright, we can do this, I'm sure. I'm sorry that I took a moment to start. I was just looking at the clips and going like, oh, that was a nice moment. And then I realized, wait. Why does it say, be right back down there? Or be right there. Free loot and an opal. Oh, yes. Again, nice game design that, like, I was just about to say, this is one of the spots where you land in water. You have to, 600 meters from there is some gold. Oh, okay. That's all near there. Then I guess we'll go there and try to collect that on the way. And swimming is always a bit annoying because it's slower than walking, or at least it feels like it. And, compared to just landing in a sack of hay and continuing to run. And then it was like, oh, there's the leak in front of me. It's always nice if they have you do something, that's not quite ideal, but they give you points for it. Good. Full on rations, that's good. I think we've already been here a couple of times and clean out things. Locate area, yeah, we'll do that later, I think.
If they see me, this will get messy.
Building.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
This was really what I meant to do. Right. Ah. Under the floor. No. This is how you drop down. I guess this was too close or too narrow a spot. Alright, so now the question, how do I get back out of here? I guess we'll try another dive. Yeah, okay. I was just diving a little deeper because of that net. Good thing. Alright, what else do we have here that we can loot? This one and this one, and this one will take us near the center of the area we're supposed to be, or so. Let's see, we might accidentally run into, oh, some guards here. I'm really curious whether Hunwald will turn out to be, you know, someone who just wants to get rid of the incumbent and sees us as a means to it. Oh, that's the key. Find a way in. Ideally one. What's this? Parchment stinking of mead. To whom might passeth and know me, Hunwald of Lincolnshire. I am drunk and mad with a fiery sadness, for the key to my estate has been swallowed by a whale. I see no other explanation for it has escaped my fingers and betrayed the lock that remains closed until further note. I'm in a bramble, humming, waiting for a miracle. Praise be God, please help me, Lord. Okay, so this is Hunwald's home.
The other side must be barred.
Come on, I've got the good stuff.
You know where the happy juice is?
Saving a loved one for the pot sale. 2 cows?
No casks here, after all.
Where's my mate? Snake pigs! This damn...
I guess I've attracted them to the wrong spot. Or maybe not. Let's see. Maybe go on the other side. Oh, I could have assassinated him. No. This door. Okay. I was a little bit worried that there was still a puzzle because I didn't see any windows or anything that we could have gotten in via, but apparently not. Good. Oh, leather, iron ore. Anything else in here? Interesting.
talking and jabbering as always. Hunwald, son of our elderman. Thinks himself a real wonder, slouching with the common folk.
Ah, leave him be. If a man wants to drink in the dirt, let him.
Ponce. So he's probably in here
So
somewhere.
this is Hunwald's safe haven.
Though we be a Mercianshire today, tomorrow the kingdom of Lindsey will rise again, as free as the wind on the back of my neck.
Your line of kings died long ago, Hunwald. We're in Lincolnshire now. Do you need a map to remember?
Alfgar, my dear man, I do not need a map to prove what my bones know for truth.
He doesn't really want to be Mercian. Which is unfortunate because so far we've hung out with all the Mercian kings.
I'm feeling a bit.
I wonder if we can get past him and climb up there somewhere. Maybe here? Oh, that works. Good. Just go in there. Now we're standing on top of him and then the cutscene triggers and it will look really funny.
And be quick about it.
Oops. That wasn't what I meant to do. Of course, you end up on the wrong side. I guess that works. Nothing done. Ah, there. There's the goal we've been looking for. Good. So now we can talk to Hunwald. This will be interesting.
Hunwald, who is this stranger?
Eivor, come, sit. Bread and ale, please, alewife. I have been discussing my delicate situation with Alfgar here.
Lord,
He is a nobleman like me, one of Lincolnshire's sturdy thanes.
Hunwald's idea of sturdy is a mug of ale that won't tip over.
Alfgar has pledged his loyalty to my family, the House of the Ferocious Swan. With his influence and your might, we shall rid Lincolnshire of the ruffians who plague this land, once and for all.
we're going to see your father, Hunwald. That's all.
Indeed, Eivor, with speed and purpose. You are the axle to my wheel, the spark to my tinder.
Hunwald, I don't know your friend here, and not knowing him, I don't trust him.
I'm his voice of reason, Eivor. And I've told him 1,000 times it's too dangerous for him in Lincolnshire.
Listen, I've come to escort you to your father's side. We go now, or I walk.
Ah, yes, to Lincoln, away, but with care. The road between here and there is teeming with brigands who wish me dead.
You daft lump of lard. A single Dane will not protect you against the whole of Mercia's army.
I think you're wrong, Alvgar. And here she'll prove it.
I'm hot for a fight, Snowdog. Give me half a chance, I'll stove your heathen face right in.
You wanna fight? Let's fight. Oh, not. Let's not pick a fight. Let's try and see what our charisma does here, I guess.
Have you ever seen a blood eagle, my Saxon friends?
A what?
A blood eagle. A raw, magnificent bird I'll tear from your guts. First I crush your ribs. Then I pull out your lungs and stretch them into wings so you can fly to your heaven as fast as possible.
Jesus, fucking heathen.
You canny fox. That was incredible. Like watching a captain navigate the roiling waters of an angry river. I must void my bladder, Eivor. Then we shall set forth in search of adventures new.
You travel with a marked man at your side.
He's with me. You'll be fine.
If I had a scribe jot down all the occasions I'd warn that stupid boy, I'd be the most written about man in history.
Alvgar, the boorish nag of Lincolnshire.
Ah! Oh!
Of course.
I told Hunwald to stay near. Where did he wander off to? Hunwald's in trouble.
They call this pasty whelp a lord.
Look at him, soft as unbaked bread.
Villains! Leave me be!
Guess we'll have to.
Leave him be!
Jesus! He's brought a bloody Dane!
This ain't worth the
I
silver
have
they
been
spay
struck
in us.
down, pruned within an inch of my life. But I will survive. I must continue as you would, Eivor. And if I should expire, avenge me.
He's really a bit melodramatic. Oh.
Won't survive, fool!
I think I caught a flower basket.
I live! I am alive! Heaven have mercy!
Are you hurt?
Unbelievable! The Battle of Bottleston will be remembered for years to come! Alfgar, we have won our first great victory!
Hunwald, are you hurt?
Never better,
We should get to Lincoln as quickly as we can.
Yes, you're right. Let's depart. What horrible souls are hunting me? Me, the son of a beloved elderman. Was it naive of me to believe my status as a nobleman held some sway over the churls and serfs of this shire? What cause have any to dishonor me?
I'm really interested in finding out what will happen, like what we'll find out about him. My guess is that it's his father who sent these people after him, and that he's done something that they do not like. Interesting. Something over there. Okay. So we have to walk that way, I suppose. take the road just for once.
Look! Boats there! We could sail the waters to Lincoln, sink the ships of any enemies in our way.
What were you told when the gods exiled you?
Oh, scraps of nonsense. I woke to screaming. A man grabbed me, said I was an immediate danger to my father. Ha! Horse pucky! Mercian soldiers then shackled me, rode me blindfolded to the River Wash, and told me plainly, start anew elsewhere or face death in Lincolnshire.
What did they mean?
Oh, some nonsense about me praying for his death, hungry for his inheritance.
Speak plainly, Hunwald. I cannot help you if I don't know the full story. You hold no grudge against your father?
No, never. No, I suspect the order for my exile came from on high. Perhaps one of Burgred's final orders before he was deposed.
That would surprise me. Burgred was battling Danes until the end. He had bigger things to worry over.
Perhaps you're right, he's too contained. It must have been King Alfred then.
King Alfred of Wessex? That's another kingdom entirely.
Yes, but Alfred has a fearful hatred of the Danes. He must have heard that I am courting one. A beauty who knows no equal.
Your Dane, lady love. Right.
Danger to his father. So, two options here. Like, one is what I suspected, that he's probably just, you know, playing dumb and, you know, actually wants to get rid of his father. And we'll be helping him unwittingly. Second one, that his father did that to protect him from the Order. And maybe from Alfred. I like how the NPCs have no idea of avoiding the water and will just jump in. I know it's difficult, you know, like you don't want them to walk through the player character or, you know, get stuck and be annoying that way. So yeah, we just follow the river now. There's a bunch more gold that we haven't collected yet. Is that a river chain? I hope we've taken that out already. Otherwise they'll sink my battleship. Yeah, that looks like it. I think there's still a few soldiers over there. Yep. Really curious about this story. It's not... I mean, so far it seems to be the usual. Like, I don't think we've had anyone straight out betray us. Like, just tell us, hey, we need to get there. You know, I'm kind of suspecting that he'll go, hey, I'm gonna take out my father now. It's just we haven't had that yet. On the other hand, you know, like, that would be a pretty abrupt heel turn. Like, I mean, here he's foreshadowed that they think he's a danger to his father. And maybe just because he's so dumb and his father wants to protect him.
Here's Lincoln, the city of my birth, the cauldron of my present sorrows.
he seems to have a penchant for purple prose.
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Right.
Mercian guards everywhere. Follow me.
Right behind you, Shadow Walker. My heart beats like the drums of your dragon boat.
Really a bit melodramatic. Alright, where do we go? Okay, there's a marker. A lot of soldiers over there. Okay, so let's see, where
Be
do we
my
need
eyes,
to go?
Sunan.
Back there somewhere. So we might just want to go out of town. Or maybe not. I guess we'll see. What's that? Are you?
Eivor, why does it not surprise me to see you here?
Leovrith. Following through with chasing down Bergrid, I see.
You said it yourself. His betrayal is worth 1,000 deaths. I'm just waiting on a ship to take me to Rome.
You'll give him my regards.
Gladly.
Oh, that's a nice detail. I wonder if he's part of the story here. Oh, so I guess we can't really... Let's see if we can pass them by here. Okay, I guess we cause a diversion here. If we can.
Beer! This way!
Knowing you.
Yes. And you are my friend.
You've had enough, friend.
Okay, that actually worked.
There's damp on the air. I fear great clouds will gather
This town
soon.
is your home?
Aye.
It was.
Foul
and should
deeds are
still
brewing.
be.
The horses can
Oh, to
feel
see
it
it
too.
now fills my eyes
Neighing
with
and rolling
tears.
their eyes.
Save weeping for prayers. We're not inside yet.
One day I won't have to skulk around this town with my face hidden. I will walk proudly among the people I love.
Follow me to the casks. How was your father the last time you saw him?
He was quite poorly, but he has the heart of a lion and the Holy Spirit itself within him. A bout of illness would never bring him low.
Did he think highly of you?
Oh yes, yes indeed. The Thames and Oh, how could a place I once called home look so alien to me now? Harsh and unwanted. Fear not, Lincoln. I shall make you mine again.
Well, they still know where I am. Seriously? This didn't go the way I expected. Can you follow me here?
Ha! Focus. We have this.
Okay, yeah, he does. didn't actually want to cause trouble here. Seriously?
No escape, fool! Intruder! Come on! Get over it!
Still remember where I am? Well, I guess I can cheese it this way.
Can't run forever! Run home!
Anyone still there who knows where I am? No. Okay. That was not good escorting, but maybe it was a good enough distraction. Either that or we just got him killed.
The thanes and clergy of Lincolnshire are not fond of me, but they do not yet know me well enough. Not truly.
That is not a good start. But yeah, my guess is he probably poisoned his father. That's why the father is poorly. And since the father...
Lincoln seems a good place to trade.
Does it?
The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread and poultry and fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. Lincoln's boon was ours as well.
How often did you leave your house, Hunwald?
Oh, from time to time. Yes.
Yeah, he seems to be very detached from the people. Right, we have to get up there somewhere. And ideally...
The people of Lincoln are not welcoming to Danes.
It's troubling, I know. Your folk are strong, hardy, noble. Creatures straight out of stories and tales.
We...
Let's see. Yeah, we should be right next to Okay, that door is barred. There seems to be something mission objective-like in there. Let's... Thank you, Eivor. Let's go up here and see. Interesting that it has an inner court. But yeah, my guess is... Whoops. My guess is he'll turn out to be I don't know, at the least a split personality or something. That, you know, like someone who is, who has murderous rages or something. Or someone who... Oh, I don't know, maybe he was just, you know, used by someone to get at his father. To get into this building yet. Is that? No. Here seems to be the entrance.
I have barely enough silver to buy peat from those bandit smugglers. They hoard everything.
Okay. Wrong cutscene. I know you're there.
Hunwald! Praise God you live! I do, my dear Reaganhair. Body and soul. Tell my father his son has returned and in fighting form. It is urgent I speak with him.
I'm sorry, Lord, but your father has been taken.
Taken? When?
Weeks ago, Lord. And well ill he was when they carried him off. I wish I could say more.
I wish I could say more. So either he's being watched and we're getting him killed right now, or yeah, but so this sounds a little more like his father took him, you know, had him exiled to kind of placate, you know, save his life and placate his people.
Who took the Eldermen? Was it soldiers or men of God?
There were men with swords, and those of the cloth. And a healer, too. One who had oft been a guest in this house.
Galwina. One of the sisters my father put great faith in. He still has friends in Lincoln. That's a good sign.
Bishop Herefrith among them. He's kept a vigil at the town hall, looking after things in your father's absence until he returns.
Will we find trouble there? At the town hall?
You mean soldiers and the like? Aye. There have been many, many more about since your father took his leave.
Right. We'll find a quiet way in if we can.
Can we ask the other questions as well? Oh, what's this? Reganir's diary. My lord stumbled again and took to bed in the early noon, keeping to his tomes and scrolls. Made some commentaries on the former kings of Lindsey. Was cheery in spite of a full season of feeling unwell. Lord feels poorly today. Some food went down and then came up. I supplied him with water and mead. Same result. Hunwald arrived in the evening and stayed by his father's side, talking loudly of a Dane lady he has befriended in the north. Another day of weeping and prayers. Lord says he feels as if he has swallowed a live hedgehog and a cricket, and now the former deigns to chase the latter about his insides. Nice metaphor. Hunwald not seen for many weeks. His father seems not to notice his absence. Okay, so they didn't know about it. Soldiers arrived at the behest of Abbess Atcha and bade my lord follow, which he did without complaint. I continue the daily chores, not knowing if or when I shall see my lord again. Yet with so much time freed up, I dare note here that my Latin has improved with practice. To one day read the scriptures myself in the Holy Roman tongue would be a blessing indeed. I pray for my lord's safe return, but not so soon.
I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors, Dane.
I'm not a Dane, I'm a Norse. Bloody hell. Learn the difference. Humboldt's poem. The fairest maiden to sail across the sea, with a blade in her hand and no time for me. A delicate flower, her complexion ruddy, with raw strength enough to beat me bloody. Thy name is charming, as though God had humor. The scent of a Dane is more than just rumor. I am bound to thee, we go hand in hand. Our love I will one day seal with a band. Okay, so maybe that's the issue. Because he fell in love.
Who was that fellow?
Reagan Hare? He's an old fixture of my family's household. Loyal to the end. He helps run the place, and he's known me since I was but a little lordling. A simple fellow, but worth every pinch of his salt.
Okay, let's see. So maybe that was the problem. That he is after... Okay, so the town hall is all the way in the upper left. So let's try... That both seem to be kind of... That's all in the military area, isn't it? It seems to be quite locked off. Oops.
I must be careful now.
Okay, yeah. There's a few more trunks. Oh, that's where we... This is where we took down this order member, isn't it? There's one more down there. Is he unable to follow us here or what? Let's see, maybe we can... Ah, here he is, okay. He came back. He's not, you know, for an escort mission, he's not a bad NPC. Because so far he hasn't, like, fully exposed us yet. I mean, that might still happen. Alright. Let's see where we are now. How far? Okay, that's the wall to that... estate, I guess. Of course, there are guards over there. That's probably the entrance. Can we climb the wall with one wall? Those puking sounds are really no fun. Seriously. I guess we'll have to make him a passageway. Which will be a little difficult given these guys have their shields on their backs. Oh. Okay, Hunwald is here.
Who are you then?
Okay, but I guess we've got Hunwald here. So if this guy isn't worried about us, what's he doing there with his spear? Is he trying to stick his banner in the ground and it didn't fit, or it didn't stick? I guess he's going back. Okay. No. He's coming over. Well, I think he's poking around to see if there's someone here.
Keep calling.
Guess we have to. But now we should be good. The question, of course, is with this friend of his father's being the one who runs things now. The usual story, of course, is he's now so used to running things that he doesn't want things to go back. And so maybe he's betrayed us already. Okay, let's do a quick trip to the skill tree, because we have 2 skill points after all. And see where we want to invest them. We have 1 poison point to spend, 1 wolf point that we don't really need. Flail we also don't really need. Poison resistance or light resistance might be useful. 1 ranged point. 1 spear point. We don't really have spears right now. If you're range and stealth, that sounds good. Range, stealth. Let's go with the important points first, and then let's run into this cutscene, I take it.
Archer, Herevrith, tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned.
My lord, you're well.
Lord Hunwald, you should have sent forewarning of your return to avoid the violence that dogs you. Lives might have been spared.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant duty to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
I'm not the Dane he's been plowing, and I don't own a farm.
I know you mean well, Bishop, but there's no cause to insult Swanborough's honor. You leave my lady love out of this.
Ah, your mystery Dane has a name. Sadly, the people of the Shire will hardly be comforted. Now that you have swelled your father's tolerance for pagans into a sin.
I have no patience for insults and rumor. We've come to speak with Lord Hunbeor. That's all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your father feared for his life, Hunwald. In his weakened state, he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange absence, with a hired Viking in tow, demanding to see your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
If I meant to murder you, these stones would be slick with your gore already.
Such violence. Good heavens! God must have purpose for you pagans in his holy plan, but I confess to utter bafflement.
Hunwald, your father was at my hospice for a time, but he left of his own accord without saying a word. That's all we know.
Come, Abbess. We should leave this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can say to him.
Take care, my boy.
He is
Stay within these
cast
walls
as...
where you're safest. I will have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
If my father spent time at the hospice here, the healers who work there may know something. Talk to them if you can. Find out what they know.
This is a bit unrealistic, you know? We're in a city that is, you know, scared of Vikings. And now we are being sent around to investigate. That would really be, you know, better his job.
When did you last see the Elderman?
Leave us be. It is not your place to be asking such questions.
See? It's not really working well. The area. Oh, the hospice is over there. Oh, great. At least we can do it alone. And I think we've opened the way to say it with a euphemism. Ah, we could have hidden. Just try and... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Are there other entrances? Those are all barred? You're coming past here right now.
Hunwald's father was recuperating here not long ago.
Someone may have seen him depart.
Non-destructible stuff to enter by here. Let's see, maybe this platform. Yeah, I guess we could break in through a window. Kind of wish to not have to break anything. Doesn't sound good. But this is a hospice. It usually would mean that the father is close to death, wouldn't it?
Are you the head sister here?
Aye. And I'm not too comforted by the sight of you wielding weapons like a war chief. We're a hospice, not a barracks. It's bad enough I've got these armored codpieces watching me work. Now you!
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your elderman would agree, so the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your hospice.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord was in a bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then, quite against my instruction, some guards moved him out. I overheard them talking about a bathhouse. There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln. So, I gather they meant the old ruins just south of here, by the eastern walls.
Ruins just south of here. I will look there, thank you.
I pray you find him. He's in desperate need of care.
Okay, I guess we found the right person the first time. I guess the others would probably have told me, oh, you need to talk to the head sister, she's the only one who knows. Explore the bathhouse. Take a bath. Could really use one. Let's see, how far away is that? Oh, that's actually nearby. Okay, but I'm kind of glad that it really seems like they're not making Hunwald a bad guy. Where are we now? Top of a building that I guess we've already cleared out of loot. Oh, that one. Okay. It has a nice rope leading to it. No! What are you doing? You have a rope there. You can walk on ropes, remember? Yes, exactly.
Use our tunnels, if you ask me.
What choice do we have? At least this way they'll leave us be.
They killed one of their own. What's to stop them from splitting our skulls as well?
Because they fear us, see? No one takes us for fools. You got it.
Right.
Remember,
I think
God punishes those who wish ill upon...
Go on. Ill upon who?
Eh? Oh, sorry, I was miles away. What?
Christ Jesus, you haven't got enough brains in your head to blink, have you?
I love these conversations. I don't want to kill you guys. Yeah, I think I've been here. Wasn't this where the ground was poison? I guess this was the path that I didn't get further than last time. Is there a way I cannot kill you? No. No. Let's see. I've opened that already. I wonder if I can just jump down there without them noticing me. Guess it's worth a try. To protect you, and I think it worked. Ooh.
Best go hooded here. These tunnels run deep. Was the Elderman fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln?
Camp we cleared out, isn't it?
Damn it!
Oh, I think he got an STD or something. We better save him from that. Because I think he was letting water. Voiding his bladder, whatever they called that. Was that? Was that the guys above me finally giving up? So I think this was the cool underwater area we cleared out. Probably climb above this to avoid
This place is heavily guarded.
being heard.
Mercians traipsing across our routes. Can't piss from here to Bolingbroke without someone demanding some ungodly deal.
All this traffic has made smuggling a difficult job.
Smuggling will always be difficult, but I prefer it to paying tribute. Never again will we bend to the Mercian crown.
Okay. So these are bandits. Okay. And I think I missed my opportunity to drop this on their heads. But at least I don't have to be worried about killing someone, you know, is a good guy. But yeah, this is a cool variation. Because it's like the other bases, but it's underground, so it looks quite fresh. Okay. Promising. I guess we assassinate you. No, no. Not your friend. Not today, Satan. But hey. Oh, I don't remember that. Huh. Oh, Roaring Meg Spring. No, I remember that. I guess I just forgot the stairs. Oh no.
There was fighting here. About what? A violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits did not fare so well.
CSI Ravensthorpe in action.
A noble's cloak with the image of a swan. Looks like the Eldermen passed this way.
Some blood here. Not so good. Check out some more things. There's a locked door here. I don't think I've noticed that either.
Someone took a nasty fall.
Oh.
A key. Useful if I had a door to match it.
Well, I have one up there. Mr. Skeletons. Alright. looks good. I like this. I wonder, like, did I just miss this corner? I mean, I guess the battle hadn't happened yet. So that's why I didn't see anything. Just the arrow? Yeah, I think that's just the arrow. Anything here? Bit of loot. Again, thank you, game designers. You know, so that way I go through, oh, there was nothing here, but then you go, oh wait, but it's, I got some coins for it, so it was worth it after all. Read. Orwin, we have received an offer from an unnamed Saxon requesting safe passage through the sewers to Bolingbroke. The amount is considerable, which leads me to believe they have something of great value they cannot afford to be seen with. Insist on seeing what it is before accepting their offer. If it merits it, double the amount. If they refuse, kill them. Lucian. Oh, whoa.
A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle. Mercian nobles made a deal with some bandits. Paid them hush money to let them sneak through these caves. When the time came, the bandits ambushed the nobles. But it did not end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the Elderman's cloak was torn off. But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle. That's my best lead.
Please don't make me go. Good, they're not making me go back to Wald. I'm hoping that the bishop, like I'm hoping against my better judgment that the bishop is just, you know, a racist pig. But otherwise, you know, is protects Hunwald.
Fresh air.
Because oh, hi snake. Because otherwise we'll have to go back and either, you know, spring Hunwald free, or he'll be the next victim. Is there anything nearby? So Bolingbroke is here, so we could probably take a trip down here. Henbjort. Okay. Who was Henbjort again? Was that the guy in the pub? And why do we know to meet him? He got away. Oh, okay. So he was one of the folks. Who was in the battle, I guess. Maybe the one who wrote the letter. I guess that I missed. bushes. 50 meters over there. Ideally without those clowns noticing me. Doesn't look too good. Who are they fighting? I guess it doesn't really matter. We've got my gold. So now let's find this other gold dot. And then I guess go back to Bowling Ball Castle. I thought he was singing some pop music melody or something. That was so fun in I think it was BioShock Infinite. Maybe it was even some of the previous BioShock games as well, where you get through areas and basically they have you hear certain songs in the BioShock alternate universe style, you know. Because like it's an alternate history story after all. Ooh. Oh. The heck? Are you? Whoa. That's a... Whoa. That's a bit of a... I mean, yeah, they attacked me, you know? They're trying to kill me. But that's a mean way, you know, to shove a torch under them when they're carrying gunpowder and just blow them up. Ah, but I guess that was the gold I was looking for. Will I get some of my arrows back? Always so annoying. Back in the city there were so many spots where I could have grabbed more arrows, but I was already full on 30. And now I'm down to 27 already. No, it's fine. It'll be fine, I'm sure. This is fine. I need a cup to do this with. Oh, hi, boar. Seriously? Get for picking a fight. And now let's see.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Wait, is Hunbjord, was that Hunwald's father? I think he is, no? That would make more sense than if he just was someone who tried to help him. So how do we get there and in there, more importantly? Over there on the left looks like a good spot. I think where the two walls join. We might be able to climb up in between. Or maybe not.
I should not be seen in this area.
It's fine, Eivor. You're fashionable enough.
Go, Sunan.
Are there any gaps? Why are they fighting up there? I guess they're practicing. Still kind of interesting how different Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla are just, you know, like this feels, although in general it's more colorful, you know, like you have all these autumn trees and things like that. I probably can't get past there. No. So how the heck do I get in there? I've been in there, I think. Oh, I guess I can just climb up the wall over there. Anyway, you know, it's more colorful and things like that, but on the other hand, it's also more run down. Like Greece was prettier and more elegant. I mean, some of this might be Renaissance sensibilities. Okay, there's a gap we could get through. Or we could just get in here. Okay. Letting us climb up here. Okay. That's actually not bad. Ah. There, mountain. I can climb that. Folks, I hate to tell you this.
I'm on the right track. That keep is well protected.
I think you have a gap in your defenses here. It's just like interesting how, while technically having more, well, although I guess the grass is more olive and, you know, like it feels more, I guess, rainy, and I think Greece was more sunny. I think that might be the difference. The main difference, not even colors. Guess they're having fun. Okay, so how... He's downstairs somewhere. That looks promising. Oh, would have been another entrance, it seems. And that's our missing arrows. Maybe not an entrance. I kind of feel bad. I guess the door with the big swan on it is where he hangs out. Kill the guards. There has to be a better way. But it's an open space. They're all watching the door. So I guess game doesn't leave me a choice, does it? Sorry. God will grant you a hero's death. I hope that's good enough for you. Scroll with the swan silver. To my young swan, we are blessed to be here with the wolds of Lincolnshire. It is here in the lush lands of Hatfield Chase where we exchange with the kings of smaller kingdoms, still with each their own glowing throne. As Alfred noted, the hunt here is plentiful. Wolves, foxes, and even the occasional bear. Remember, we are yellow bellies. From the wapentake and the ancient hollows, our sheep graze the mustard fields and our poppy heads make us happy. And when you hunt, remember that you are part of the long line of Anglian kings of Lindsey. Good folk and yellow bellies from Woden to God. Your father, Humbert Rex. Okay, so that's a letter. I guess. Can we just go in here? Yes. Okay, that goes downstairs. Not really too happy about letting him.
You carried yourself as a true-born king, born in a time of wolves. You have earned a long rest.
So firm is your loyalty. None know me as well as you do.
That...
It is now time for your bath. May I wash you?
Yes, good, good. Time for the washing. The very last washing. Very good indeed.
Oh no. I think she's playing with his corpse. Hello? I'm crouched. Eternally crouched. And I cannot do anything else. And I'm really slow now.
There now, my lord. All is prepared. Shall we begin the washing? Hey, who comes? Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Ealdorman?
Uh-oh.
This biscuit has been dry for some time, sister. How long has the Ealdorman been dead?
Dead is such a drastic word. I like to think of my lord as transformed.
That's not untrue.
Have you need of anything?
Why has your Ealdorman's death been obscured? The people of Lincolnshire deserve to know his fate. Hunwald, above all.
When the guards put him in my care, I was told to keep all this a secret. Until the appointed time. When I asked who gave these orders, they struck me. I wish I could say more.
I have seen all I need to, but Hunwald will need proof.
Of course. You're welcome to search through his effects, though I'm not sure what trinket would best serve your purpose.
I'll find something.
That floating brush would probably be a magical artifact. That doesn't look good. Regional tribute, illuminated text. The genealogy of the Anglian kings of the Lindsey. Our kings who under God and Woden ruled shall be remembered. Their line is endless as the great sky, as they ruled the land of the Lindisi. For the Britons and the Anglians alike we kneel to them. Woden, Critter, Quilgils, Capebade, Baba, Beda, Bishop, Ianfruth, Ita, Aldfrith, Hungarth, Hunbord, Hunwald. Final name is scratched out with a monk's plume.
I do not know what this is, and I'd rather not ask.
Yes, I thought the same. Troubling.
Oh, that's why the explodey stuff was out there. Let's explode something first. But so if we make it known that he's dead now, that would of course indicate that we hopefully, you know, screw up. Oh, there would have been something there. Well, okay. But there hopefully, you know, the order won't be able to prepare. What's this?
Dried herbs and berries, crushed into powder.
The time between my lord's departure and his burial is longer than usual. My lord must keep up appearances for his upcoming rites.
Left him here, they did, weak and frail, carried him by his arms, feet dragging behind, dropped him on the floor with a thud. No way to treat an elderman. Not right, but no better place for him, no. Lord Hunbjord has found his way into my company. My tenderness I will share, it is what he deserves.
A box of musty clothing, and a brooch with a crest. The house of the ferocious swan. This will do. I'll return this brooch to Hunwald in Lincoln. I hope the poor boy can withstand such ill news.
Foul rat droppings everywhere.
Even in death, my lord is a friend to all of God's creatures.
She's an optimist, really. Alright. So I guess we found the brooch, so let's see what we opened up here. Silver, nice. Oops. I didn't mean to drop my torch. Okay, so when I try to loot with a torch in hand, apparently it drops the torch. That's not good. But alright, I think we've cleared out everything here. An exit here. Nice. That's also good game design, you know. When you've done the level, don't make them walk out all the way again. You know, maybe past enemies they've avoided killing so far, but rather give them a nice little exit so they can move on to the next bit of story or something, which makes it more interesting. I mean, it depends, you know, like doing the same base twice would be kind of boring. So if you need them to fight their way back out again, then, you know, you have to do something like reinforcements arriving or whatever. So that at least, you know, you will have a different way of getting out or something, and it's not the same thing again. Oh, there's a little bit of gold, so I guess we do need to go back in. Riches here. What can we talk to her?
Take care.
And you. I shall take you to your family crypt at Nettleton within Lincoln. There, you may lay beside your forebearers, the great and glorious kings of Old Lindsey. Please, do not desecrate our lord.
I am Dane, not a cruel grief-monger.
Racist here. So that means it wasn't bad that I killed those guards because they weren't actually guarding the king. They were basically holding him prisoner. They might not have been aware, You didn't see me. All right. Hello? You should be able to go up there. Look, there are the ropes you usually use. Gee, seriously? You get a nap. You get a nap. Just go up the ladder. You don't have to climb sideways across it. Alright. That was close. Alright, and now we return to Hunwald, I guess. Stop searching for me. You just hurt yourself. Whoops. What's in here, by the way? Well, at least there's some silver in here. Food we don't really need right now. Remember, this was an outside accessible spot, so we should be able to just leave here. Alright, we're about to be gone. Good, good, good. Okay, that was a bit of a sad story, especially considering how stupid Hunwald seemed to be. But who knows? Okay, so back here. Luckily, we've already unlocked all the fast travel points. But yeah, poor Hunwald, orphaned now, or at least fatherless, I don't know. The game is a little light on the queens to go with the kings and things like that. There was the one in Ivar's mission, and the one early on that we basically got to tell us where her husband was.
Shouldn't be seen. Better be hidden.
Oh, this spot. Moo, moo, cows. They've replenished the guards. That was clever of them. So now I'm really excited. Not in cover. Dude, I've got good news and bad news.
Your father is dead.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbeor's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong, a pillar of Lincolnshire. He cannot be gone. He...
Well done, Eivor.
Oh, poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer. Do you hear me? I am a man and I am my father's son. Do not forget it.
Well, you know, he has to be a king, so I would kind of tell him keep steady. On the other hand, he needs to know.
He has been dead for some time. That was obvious by the state of his corpse. One of you knows more than you're letting on.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last rites when your father disappeared.
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle he had survived.
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty to say something.
Hunwald was the son of an ealdorman. Will he take his father's seat?
The title's not hereditary, but he can plead his case before a Shire moot. King Ceolwulf must then ratify the decision.
Explain how this works, your Shire moot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to steer the course of our shire.
It was always my intention to convene a moot, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits' raids, we slipped into a pattern of convenience.
We have a similar custom, what we call an alding, an assembly of good folk.
With so many like habits, there should be peace between our people and yours. Perhaps that begins now.
Apart from Hunwald, who else will stand for the ealdorman's seat?
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this land, and I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Good. My priests will spread word of the moot across the Shire, and will convene in a few days' time.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not treat you as my god commands, with kindness and love.
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this mystery to rest. I do hope we'll see you at the moot.
With Hunbeor's death an open secret, Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do. Archer went to console him. I should follow her.
So here's the thing. We know that the black-haired guy, I forgot his name, Eiffel from, I don't know. Like, Hunwald considered him a friend. And, you know, he always told Hunwald kind of, you know, to be careful. The bishop, he apologized to us just now, but, you know, this is now that he knows that there will be a moot. So, you know, he might have just switched into politician mode. And we know that in the past, the Order has had bishops collaborate with them. So I'm not sure, or priests and things like that, so I'm not sure whether that is a good choice of people, like he is a good choice. And my guess is we will get to decide which one of them goes. Then I guess we could get Hunwald, but, you know, he's a child, basically, still. He's been that all the time, and he hasn't yet really shown that he can be something else. And I wonder if Asha can be... I guess that's where they went, and went back out again. So it will be interesting to see what she plans to do. Okay, so we can look for Hunwald, Elfgar. With Elfgar's name put forward as a worthy successor to the late Hunbjord, Eivor sets out to visit the Thane in a bid to get to know him better. Okay, yeah, so we get that. We get to know these two. I guess we already interacted with the bishop in some ways, so it's just our decision which one to pick. I'm not sure. It's my guess is, given the era, I'm not sure whether Asha, you know, would have a chance. Like, you know, it's probably men only. Attacking us at least.
Archer, where is Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road, to the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
Let's go with this. I don't... I mean, it could be that she's in league with the Order. You know, of course. And, I mean, we could go the L.A. Noire approach and just accuse her and see what happens. But I don't know, I think...
Hunwald loved you like family, and you lied to his face.
In my way, I was trying to protect him. Oh, Saint Cuthbert, give me strength.
Oaths and ale work better than your prayers and saints.
Alright, let's see where we can run. I guess we'll find a tree somewhere. 800 meters. Bloody hell. I guess that's the Roman road. Let's see. Does this show us? I guess we could fast travel, but then... Okay, I guess it was the wrong turn then. Oh yeah, this looks like a Roman road. It actually has cobblestones. That's a system that Odyssey had as well, that they wouldn't give you mission objectives and instead just told you in words this and that place. But you know, that's a bit of an annoying design again. You know, that you say, you know, yes, it was supposed to encourage you to explore more. But on the other hand, you know, in the real world, you would have, you know, been able to tell someone, hey, give me some description.
That must be the tree Atcha mentioned. Hunwald may be nearby.
These woods. I remember the days we spent here together. Here upon this spot, ducking and hiding through the rushes, with bow and arrow chasing rabbits and squirrels. 1,000 arrows I fired and 100 trees I bled. But not a single animal could I catch. All of them fled.
So yeah, that's one of the ideas where I go like, I'm glad they let you turn this off, because you know, like, I'm gonna run around and explore on my own. That's not a problem, really. But you know, it kind of just gets annoying, especially because usually you would, you know, ask someone, oh, where would that be? You know, what's something close here? How do I know when I'm too far? Things like that, you know. You would get a proper description, and here you can't get that. So all you get is, you know, along the Roman road and a big tree. So, given the interactions, and, you know, like, they can't even point in the right direction, the NPCs. So it just makes it frustrating instead of actually, you know, exciting to find stuff.
Hello? Eivor? Is that you?
So I guess that's if we run past him. Hunwald and Swanborough. Oh. He has... I mean, the question is... if we get Hunwald... But he also wrote that she doesn't really know about him or something. So I'm not sure. You know, like, he seems promising. if that's a real girlfriend and not just, you know, his imaginary girlfriend in Canada.
Surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Here's the problem. You know, again, this is, you know, like subtlety, situation, that of course you don't know. Like, usually, you know, like, you wouldn't just walk up and say, hey, pull yourself together. You know, you would kind of go like, okay, let's start this slowly, you know, talk a little bit, let's have a drink together. Things like that. You know, and when they're grieving, you know, they need a little bit of time to grieve. But on the other hand, you know, we need him to step up or step down, basically. So, what can we do here? What should we say here? Should we have a drink together? I think that's too much. So I think I'll go with your grieving, I understand.
Be easy with your grief, Hunwald. If you're not careful, it's a poison you'll bear in your blood for the rest of your life.
No need to worry, for I have found the antidote for it.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness. But let your aching love light the mead of your eyes, and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
Would he have hated her? I don't know.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked him too.
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast.
So what do we say to the father? I think we, you know, like, to his father, we don't want him to wallow too much. But it's, you know, his father, you know, cared about Lincolnshire, I guess. So that would be good. And to you, Hunwald, I mean, you know, it might get him off his ass and say, you're your own person now. You can be it now. But I think I'll go for Lincolnshire and see if it works. It's definitely most in our interests, so not quite unselfishly
To
here.
this great land that bore you. It was here long before your father, and it'll be here long after he's gone. Skull!
Skull.
Not sure that worked. That was a bit...
And then my father says, it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely.
Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Yes, yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
Oh, we get to meet her. Good. Maybe she'll
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. Never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter? Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels? That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You cannot grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced. But I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course. But give me that chance. My God, I just want to have that chance.
He's a bit of a...
What was that?
Birds, Eivor. Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Shh. Quiet.
Seconds will get attacked, yes.
Stop here. Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble before it finds us.
Eivor, I am sweating from pit to toe. Do not leave me here.
Hush. Stay calm. Survey the area, Sunan.
Stay down. They're close.
Saying wait for my signal. I think they triggered some voice lines without regard to... Oh. I guess not. There was one left. Okay, I think we got them all. Or maybe not. It's a nice ham bush location. It's a bush full of ham. Ah, more of you over there. And down there. Oh. Yo, man. interesting. They're really hard to find. Oh, now it actually shows us where there are more of them. Okay. I think I ran past one of them. Interesting. There are a lot more. I think they turned off the Odin site detection. These guys, or at least made it so the indicator, the red thing, is really tiny. I'm kind of afraid that his girlfriend
Well struck, Eivor!
is also
I'm over here!
no longer safe.
That's twice they tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck, but if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead, and they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I am serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Seriously?
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Elderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Maybe if she has a brain, I think that would be the ideal situation. You know? Have him be Alderman pro forma. Come on, can you just get on your horse? How far are we from Grimsby? Thank God, not that far. I think he forgot he had a horse. Or rather, the game. I wonder, you know, we've had these cases where we got, like, our horse spawned next to the house, and then we went into a cutscene, and the spot where our horse had been, a different horse appeared, and our horse, whoops, I didn't do it. it was a little weak already. Oh, I think we read her notes, didn't we?
The heavens! There she is!
And
Hunwald! I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
And
nice.
you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find the Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all sorts.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
I like her.
Be held. Hunwald should stay here out of sight until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
I guess we'll hedge our bets. You know, I mean, the others have just said, you know, oh, we're, you know, well-respected people, and of course we like Danes, kind of like that. But, you know, he has a girlfriend from there, so, you know, that would already be helpful, you know, in making sure that he has no problem with us. And it's proof, I guess. Sort of. But I don't think that game goes that deep. And he also has, like, you know, his father was the previous alderman, and that counts for something at this time still. It's not, you know, as I said, it's not a hereditary post. But still. I guess let's risk it.
Whatever strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time for the Shire moot, it's you, my dear.
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love. Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
My blade will keep him safe.
I do not doubt it.
I wonder, like she said, yet I grow. I wonder if that means, you know, first I thought, oh, you know, good, you know, variety of body types. This game has a lot of, you know, lanky and thin people. You know, like most games, because they stick to the beauty ideal, because people like to look at pretty things more than things that don't fit their ideal. But if she says, "Yet I grow," is she pregnant? Does she have his child? Or someone else's, for that matter? Alright, so I guess we've gotten him to safety. So now I guess we're going to Elfgar. Oh, and he lives in Elfgarston, so that explains a lot, I guess. If, I mean, he is named after that place, or that place is named after him, then he can't be that uninfluential. Although he could be, you know, like, new money. That sounds a lot softer than the carts, you know, that added wooden sound that they add to the hay carts is always so, oh my goodness, you know. I guess given these are here, yeah.
Something is wrong. Foul. Cursed.
On the one hand, I think they're really clever that they, you know, like at the start, these occurrences were mostly...
Smells like a trap.
Oh, poison. Whoops. Oh, that was easy. So I guess we got the poison as well. And by getting this thing, we got some of the poison. Yet, but we lost half a health bar. Goodness gracious me. But hey, we're rid of it now. I wonder... Anyway, where was I halfway into my sentence? I think, yeah. On one hand, I like that you can't go here and go, oh, it's just a puzzle. I have to find a way to destroy this one item. Where, you know, on the other hand, you know, and instead what they do is they take you to, They sometimes have like crazed animals attack you there, or cultists. Okay, we're back on 30. That's good. Okay. So I think we should be full on health and arrows. You know, so I like that they don't make it that reliable, on the other hand, I still think, you know, it makes me sad that this game still relies on combat as the only solution. And it would be so much nicer if combat was a choice. But if there was always a way to avoid combat. Or at least, you know, like, yeah, you know, that would be kind of interesting. I guess that, you know, it's because I come from Mist. Or rather, come from is maybe saying the wrong thing, but like, that was... Like, my first favorite games were things like Mist, and before that, when the technology wasn't there yet, you know, games like Monkey Island, things like that. So more adventure games where you could just run around and explore, and you were generally safe, and you solved problems by figuring things out more than instead of you know, always having to kill. You know, this game has gotten a lot floatier recently. I think they changed something to fix a bug that either changed some coordinates or... You know, my guess is maybe they have a grid for object coordinates. And so for these apples here, for example, maybe they're just this one pixel overlapping with the ground, and then they say, okay, put them one grid slot up. Or something like that. I think we looted that place a while ago. I'm sorry. I totally do not look like...
Eivor, I'm pleased you came. Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Alfgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
Quite a wealthy man, then. Is that something we like? Is that, like, will we say that appreciatingly or critically?
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moots. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear.
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I...
On horse?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is old and ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today...
Horse.
It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice. Are we hunting Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
Yeah, he's a politician who's basically saying, oh wow, you don't look Asian at all, or something.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
Oh god. Oh. He really is not good at this. You just say there are games where you solve problems not by assassinating everyone. Blasphemy! Yes, exactly. Oh, sorry, distracted by meetings. No, it's fine. Yeah, he's not like, you know, like every Canadian knows each other, right? Yeah.
I am Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Alfgar claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
Yep.
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
Yeah, he's an asshole. And I mean, you know, I earlier said that Elfgard, I think is his name. That he you know that he told Hunwald to be careful and things like that. But on the other hand, where is everybody? That's not a good start. Ah, okay. But anyway, it doesn't really seem...
This is the threshold of a beast's home. There's no doubting that.
Oh.
That's no bear. Wolves.
Clever enough to have found it. Regroup with Grim. Where the heck is Grim? Whoops. I don't think we need to disguise from the bear. Grim stood over on the left, so maybe we can find him there. is this? And I think something... Ah, maybe now it's triggering.
Is that? That's smoke! My god! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! My god, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
Alright, I guess that's what we'll do now. So I guess they just want to eliminate everyone.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away
God's
to set
here,
a world
vigilant.
aflame.
I'll send them straight to hell! The marauding ministers!
Try to flank!
Whoops. Might have accidentally hit the civilian there. Elfgar and the Bannerets. Hey.
That's enough!
That wasn't a civilian.
God loves me!
He'll tell you himself. I think the default aim assist in this game might be a little strong, given how I basically missed it.
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed.
But here's the thing.
What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shiremood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Away, me!
Alright.
Away, beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer!
Elgar, careful!
Yes, we got the bear. Hello, can we talk to you? I think you're still up.
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant! Simply brilliant!
So here's the thing. Why were they waiting until he was gone if they wanted to eliminate him? Like, were they scared of what would happen if, you know, an Elderman had died in an attack? Like, you know, was it not appropriate to kill him for them? Or were they trying to protect him? You know, and kind of just make it look like someone's going after him. Of course, the question is, you know, for a job like this, maybe you need a politician. Maybe you don't want so the question is, if we get Hunwald instated here by some miracle, would that actually be the right choice, or would he just be, you know, a dreamer? And I mean, Swanborough, you know, we don't have any indication that she's been, you know, a chieftain's, like that she's been a Jarl or something like that. We know she's more sensible than Hunwald. But, you know, that's not a big recommendation. Okay, so I guess we just leave him here and that's it. So again, this is the question. Like, I think this game is usually not subtle enough. To do this, but who knows? And that's kind of what I'm wondering about now, is are we going into a situation where basically we've got that bishop that, I don't know, either he's honestly, you know, but he's, you know, very likely to be in the Order's pocket. Or we have Hunwald, who kind of has his heart in the right spot, mostly. I think he seems to be a little bit too interested in past, you know, stories and rights and things.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I will follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me?
Right.
By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Alright, so...
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
Okay, so that's promising that he's like his father and might actually do a good job.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
I like that they made him kind of look like Ceolwulf a little bit, like a cut-rate Ceolwulf. It's like, yeah, that's obviously he's the king's man.
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgar is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Huh. That actually seems like something against the bishop, because we want, you know, stability or something, but on the other hand, they would keep peace. This letter confirms the death of Alderman Hundbeor, who passed with dignity and grace, and whose soul now rests in the loving hands of our Heavenly Father. The Council requests your presence at the forthcoming Shire Moot, as we elect an Alderman of Lincoln. Bishop Herefrith, Thane Alfgar, and Hunwald, son of Hundbeor, have been selected as candidates. Punctuality must be observed. Those who arrive late will not be allowed to cast their vote. Okay, blocked door. Is that where they have the order members attacking us, hiding out?
Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouched for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
Yeah. None of these really seem like people I want to do this job. Oh, so I can choose one here. Yeah, he seems to be too much about former glory.
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There is more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That is good to hear.
He's like, every time I speak to him, he's more wrong. If at least Swanborough was here to indicate that she would have influence. I'm actually kind of thinking that the bishop might
Good
be the
evening,
right choice.
Algar.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It is a difficult choice, Algar. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I do not doubt your convictions, Lord.
If you say so, basically. Is there anything else to help us make a decision? Like, I don't know, a non-barred door with enemies behind it or something. So I'm actually, it's interesting. Like, the bishop was an asshole, but he kind of came around. And he gave, you know, a rationale that makes sense for a bishop. And our little king's son is kind of, he's so... After glory, past glory and things like that. So I'm not sure. And he, you know, like, he didn't even let us finish. I think he's too like, they're both kind of self-absorbed. But, like, he is totally, you know, I'm the rich guy, that's why I should decide. So that doesn't really seem like a good approach. And the bishop... Hard decision. It really is. I'm kind of leaning towards the bishop just because... Kind of, you know, like, assuming he's not in the order's pocket, which, you know, is a tall order right there, from past experience. You know, you can kind of think, like, if he's an actual Christian, he might mean what he says. You know, he might just have made an honest mistake for a person of that time and slowly realized what he did. So he's a clear no, so I have to decide between rain and foul weather, I guess. Screw it, I think we'll go for the bishop, if they even let us.
Free men, free possible futures.
Oh, what does Odin think?
These sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them.
It is not for myself I must cast the stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need?
You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself.
All three have strengths and weaknesses.
So here's the thing. The guy, she just says who will help us most in a time of need, and Odin says who will dance and do what you want. You know, that's the thing. Alfgar is probably the one we would need on our side during a war. And Hunwald, he might rise to the challenge, and he might not. he's the uncertain one here, really. And Hereford really... You know, they said, like, Christians will avoid battle. But I think I'm gonna stick with him.
The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the free, and has already proven himself.
I'm thinking that this will probably come to bite me, but like he seems to be the lesser evil. Because the other guy, like, he will be at least best for this area. Unless he's with the Order, of course.
Hereford it would be. He knows what it means to lead, and he will carry on with no trouble.
Our Lord God, through his infinite grace and mystery, has spoken, and he has spoken with a ringing voice. The Bishop Hereford shall be Lincolnshire's Elderman.
Thank you, one and all. God's blessing go with you. Psalm 78, 72. David shepherded his flock by the integrity of his heart, and guided them by the skill of his hands. So I shall lead with heart and hand as one. God bless you all.
And the others aren't very happy.
Go easy on the mead, Lord. It's a long ride to Grimsby.
I'm only sniffing it. I seem to have lost my thirst.
I know he wanted to try, but like they're all just the wrong person for the job. I want a number 4.
This city, with these people, it's not where you belong, Hunwald. You're a Dane at heart. Go to Swanborough and live well.
Yes, that's true. Thank you, Eivor.
We will speak again soon. I have an alliance to secure.
And I guess that's what we'll do next time. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central European Time, 10 p.m. PST, or whatever other time zone you're in. I hope you can calculate from that. About 3 hours ago we started, so whatever time it was back then, that's when you will find me again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really curious how this shakes out. So, thank you, and bye-bye.